Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. We're talking about the Manchester derby, where United again humiliated at Old Trafford, losing the third home game of the season. We've lost to Liverpool, lost to Aston Villa, we've lost to Man City. It's not so much as the defeat, it's the manner, the torture of how the gulf between the two teams were. Today we have Adam from Australia. Adam, welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you?
Not too bad, matey. We have Vimal.
Hey, guys.
The direct one who's like, I don't have time. This guy's got to go. And we have Kay representing UK alongside Vimal. Kay, how are you, brother?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Right. The post-analysis. Man United 0, Man City 2 at Old Trafford. It wasn't 5-0. It was 2-0. But this seems to be a deeper cut than the 5-0. Adam, start me off.
Without a doubt, it was worse than the Liverpool game. Without a doubt, it was a disgrace from the first. I reckon 3 or 4 minutes. It was 11:30 p.m. kickoff here. I never got home till 3 in the morning. Maybe a couple of those players should come and sit near me at the fucking pub and come home at 3 in the morning. By the time you get to bed, it's 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, because you just keep thinking about the game.
I have a headache, bro. Headache.
Mate, it was just first, soon as from kickoff, I stood there and I said to a couple of boys at the pub, I said, they don't look interested today. And they said to me, come on, man, we're only 4 minutes in. Well, in the 7th minute, we got freaking Bailey throwing his leg at a ball.
A cross that should not have been allowed to come in.
Side-footed out. It was just a fuck. And then Ollie sets us up, so we're just defending, and we weren't defending well. We were defending in that first few minutes. We were that deep. Straight off the kickoff, we defended deep, and it was just a disgrace. I've been backing Ollie all this time, and I've been backing the players. So it's just Harry Maguire can just fucking pack his kit up, as far as I'm concerned. He's not a captain. He's an absolute piss take. He's the worst captain in United's history. Luke Shaw to let that ball go. I'm sure he must have given Maguire the call of let it go, let it go. I'm fuming after this game. I was desperate to get on to this chat today, and mate, they can all Wan-Bissaka. Anyone tells me that Wan-Bissaka should be starting because he defends well, well then Ollie needs to fucking have a good look at his lineup, because we're supposed to be playing with wing backs, and he can't do that. He fails at every part of that, trying to get forward. We've got players. We're talking about an attacking side. Go get Delo and Tellez on. They will attack for you. Okay, we're playing with 5 at the back. It's just bullshit. It's a horror show right through the whole. I'm embarrassed to say that I'm a United fan. I went to my daughter's nationals trials yesterday, and we've got Liverpool supporters talking to me about Manchester United. I got Manchester United fans talking about it, mate, and I'm just there yapping and yapping and yapping. It's a fucking headache. I just want to get back on a winning way. I used to put shit on Mourinho, but at least he fucking won us 2 trophies. Ollie doesn't even look like he can win us a League 2 title, or let alone win us a game in the League 2, or let alone Sunday League. It's a fucking disgrace. Their attitude's poor. The whole setup is poor. They weren't even up for the game. De Gea's there doing his best to save, keep us in the game, and he's punching the friggin' tunnel as he walks out at half time. You're Pep Guardiola laughing through the game because he couldn't believe the shit that he was looking at on United's side. It was the fucking school kids defending, and you got Man City just having a training session for 90 minutes. It's just a disgrace. The whole lot of it.
Adam, I could see your frustration among with millions and billions of United fans, but will they change? Is the problem. Now, Kay, okay, you didn't want the game. Let me come back. Vimal, you saw the game. As you saw the first couple of minutes, you had already said United going to lose, but it will probably be close. 2-1, 3-2, 1-0, blah. This was worse than Liverpool, because we were just tortured. I think those teams who played Barcelona in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, they know the tiki-taka. We were just embarrassed, bro.
The thing, I don't even want to hear, Man City are a good team. That was all his first thing in his press conference. We've got to remember Manchester City are a good team. Fuck, you're an embarrassment, mate. If you can't see your players, didn't have a go on the pitch, then you need to fucking hang your head in shame and just pack your kid up and just fuck right off out of the club. I understand
really
you got
for it
to
today.
separate Ollie as a player to a manager. Well,
Yep.
I'm happy to do that. Yep, you're a legend player. You did put in for United. You scored 100 and something goals for us. But as a manager, if you cannot get in that dressing room and fucking abuse your players, then you should not be anywhere near. You should never set foot in this stadium again, because the players didn't come out and have a go, and he's lost the players hands down because they were nowhere near up for this game.
Right. Vimel, what did you see, mate?
What did I
You
see?
did predict a loss. You did predict a defeat.
Predict a loss, yeah. And I did predict this quote behind
You
me,
said,
death by a thousand cuts.
You said a thousand cuts, and you said they're going to run rings around us like rope-a-dope.
Yeah,
exactly.
Which is exactly what they did. And looking at the stats at the end of it was 389 passes for us versus 821. So they were almost there, but they took their foot off the pedal in the second half. I think Pep knew that the game was won in the first half, and we were so rubbish that we couldn't even string a few passes together. We could not keep the ball. I think I counted in the 24th minute is when we eventually put some passes together in their half. Up until then, we were stuck in our half.
Four passes in the whole first half. Total passes in their half were 5 for 90 minutes.
Wow!
What?
In 24 minutes, it was a game in
City
one
did
half.
not make any subs in the whole game. You know that, right?
No,
That's
nothing.
shocking, isn't it? That is shocking.
It's the worst game at Old
brought on their
Trafford in
B
history,
team.
mate, that I've seen.
They could have brought on their B team or C team and still hammered us. We were that bad. We just looked like amateurs. And I mean, I didn't see Pep laughing, but I saw the players, Man City players, laughing, and they just thought, "My God, this is easier than the training match back at their home ground." Like them playing their. Whoops, what's this?
Oh, he's stepping up. Here we go.
Look, you see Luke Shaw and Maguire. Look at them. Look at the pair of these guys.
Ball watching.
You should always, if you're not aware, know what's on your side, clear the ball. God damn it.
But no matter what, they should be clearing the ball. No matter what. They shouldn't even be talking about it. How Luke Shaw doesn't know there's two players on his shoulder has got me fucked.
Yeah.
That's the basics of football. Check your shoulder. If that was my daughter that did that, she'd be copping a hammering.
Talk about these guys who get paid 200,000 a week, and you can't turn your shoulder. And Maguire saw the ball coming. Either you tell Shaw, "Hey, watch, man behind you." Do they talk? You are allowed to talk, right? On the field to each other. You're allowed to scream to each other, right, Kay? You could talk to your fellow players, like say, "Watch the ball," right?
You should be, yeah.
So it's no law that you can't scream at your fellow colleagues like,
But
"Hey."
like you see, Tim, there's no accountability in this team. I remember the days you had Rio, Vidic, Evra, Neville, Van der Sar. So even going in, or someone made a mistake, they were battering each. They were like cussing each other, and that's what I mean. That shows that they're fighting to win, and that if you messed up, I'm going to tell you about it. But in this team, it's just like, we make a mistake, our heads just drop. It's not good enough. It's like Roy Keane said, there's players in that team that should not be nowhere near that team. Yeah. And it's sad to see.
Ben's coming. We didn't see you at the bar yesterday, so we believe that you took time out.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to waste my time, my gas money, and like put miles on my car to drive all the way to the bar and watch that game. I thought about it. I was like, there's no need. I knew we were gonna lose before we started, and by the time the first goal went in, within the first 10 minutes, I was like, yeah, this is pretty much what I predicted. And then it was a terrible performance. It was worse than the Liverpool performance, because just the fact that we were made to look like we were just little boys out there. I mean, City they looked like they're on the training ground, man. Stringing passes left, right, center. I mean, from to right, it was one of the worst performances of a United team under Ole. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that you can have that squad and you don't know what to do with that. You can't coach that squad to get a results against City. I mean, if you look at the league this season, if Ole was a better manager, we'll be up there. We'll be up there. We'll be in comfortably in second or third place. You could see West Ham, man, today. West Ham is playing like a team that is pretty much looking like they're probably going to make top four. If you watch them, what they did against Liverpool today, I mean, it was well coached. I mean, well organized, soaked up the
What
pressure.
was the score?
Hit Liverpool 3-2.
Who won?
And West Ham.
West Ham.
Last time beat Liverpool?
Yes.
No.
Under Moyes. Can you believe
No.
Yes, under Moyes. What I mean, it was a very, very, very good performance by
The
West
same
Ham.
Liverpool
This
who
is
beat us 5-0,
my
right?
point. This
The
is
same
my
team
point.
that beat us 5-0.
I'm
We're
telling
talking
you,
about
yes.
what
West Ham
manager we should get in. We're talking about what manager we should get in. Every other club can say, is Ollie the right fit for us? No. So it doesn't matter who we get in, as long as we've got someone technically good to
Exactly.
get in. It doesn't matter who we get
Exactly.
in. It
Because
doesn't
anyone
matter.
else, any other manager, in my opinion, Ole is the worst manager in the Premier League. You can't tell me
100%.
nothing else. You can't tell me anything that would, I mean, I don't know. For people that are still Ole in, good luck to you. That's your business. But man, this is for West Ham to do what they did against Liverpool, for Brighton to do what they did against Liverpool at Anfield. Come on, it's time to go, man. That game yesterday is
And Chelsea with 10 men. Remember Chelsea? 10
exactly
men what they did at Anfield. And
exactly.
they're still dominated.
Yeah,
the game.
they still dominated against Chelsea, dominated against Liverpool with 10 men. If it was us, fans would be saying, because I remember, because it's kind of funny, right? We went 10 men against Young Boys, and people were saying, oh, it's 10 men. What else you want them to do? Oh, it was come on, we're Manchester United against Young Boys. 10 men, we can't win the game. We lost what, 2-1 or 2-0? And then
2-1.
Chelsea is going against Liverpool
at
with
Anfield.
10 men. They play with 10 men for 45 minutes, 45 freaking minutes. And it looked like Chelsea could even nicked it at the end. Come on. You guys know where I stand. I'm done. I'm tired. It's at a point where I might not want to watch a game until Ole is sacked.
But it's got to a stage now where we were talking about it before, where other teams are making us look good on the table. And that's what's happened again. And that's what's happened again. With the results overnight, it's kept us in sixth.
Yeah.
Like you got your top four is Chelsea, City, West Ham, Liverpool, Arsenal, United. You know, it's what are we 11 points now behind Chelsea? It's
in November.
In November.
I guarantee you, if Ole remains, top four is gone.
I think so, bro. I agree, Bems. I agree with you. I
As it
always
is
try
right
to
now-
be diplomatic with Bems, and Bems knows it. I respect Bems. Bems respects me. But this shit show cannot continue. It cannot continue. After seeing, you see, there's like I've been saying on this channel, there's one thing in losing. There's one thing being humiliated by not even performing. It's not that United couldn't perform. They couldn't get the ball because they're tactically inferior to City.
Times in City's half. 5 times.
Did you
5 times.
Did you hear there was Maguire was given the interview and he made a comment saying that in this that the team that there was no belief or something like that.
Yeah.
No
I heard that, yeah.
And
then they put it to Ollie. Then they put it to
brought it
Ollie.
to Ole. Ole was like, oh,
he was
hold on,
baffled.
what did you say?
Yeah, he was baffled.
Did he
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah. If that's coming from your captain, it's telling the media that there's no belief. Come on. See, Ole has lost the players. I think in my opinion, right, if a new manager comes today, you will see a completely different Maguire. You will see a completely different Luke Shaw. You will see those two players, this is my opinion, those two players want Ole sacked. Because you come on, man. The way
I
they
agree.
perform
I've been
better
saying
than
that
this.
for
And
a
all
few
the
weeks
goals,
that Maguire wants
the
Ollie
worst
sacked.
side, the worst goals tend to come from Luke Shaw and Maguire.
Yeah,
That
it
side,
comes from their
100%.
side.
Every
They
single
won't on their
time.
side.
Every
all the
single
Liverpool
time.
goals came from Luke Shaw's side. Yesterday,
You know what, man?
that cross. Okay, Wan-Bissaka, why Foden had so much space to cross that ball? I don't know. It felt like he was taking a corner kick. He just went down the line, crossed the ball. Okay, Bailly wanted to slice it. I get that. That happens. But the second goal, I'm sorry. Maguire's the tallest guy. You either say, sure, watch, man on you. We used to say that even playing regular
Shaw's the
football.
one got to be making the call there because Shaw's behind Maguire.
Yeah.
Shaw's got to
Shaw's
make
the
the
last
call
man,
there.
yeah.
And Shaw's definitely had to have made that call.
Oh, yeah.
Or De Gea. Either one. It's Maguire's seen it come over, and you can see Maguire turned because he's had a call from either De Gea or Luke Shaw. And I'm putting it on Luke Shaw, without a doubt. Luke Shaw's made the call. Leave it. And if you have a look at the replay, you can see the two players are right. Mate, they're literally under a metre away from Luke Shaw. He could have smelt them. They were that close to him.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think De Gea should have come out for that ball because it was
No.
that close?
No.
That wasn't
Because
there.
it was
That
driven
wasn't
in
there.
from a deeper, but it came,
Yeah.
it swung across the 6-yard box on the edge of the line. De Gea can't make a move there.
Yeah, they can't do that.
It's all on the two players.
It's
I
on
just wanted to
Maguire
make sure
and
that De
Shaw.
Gea wasn't at fault. So
No.
I think Jesus put the ball in because Luke Shaw was, as usual, unaware someone was coming on his right side. I don't know why he's always so lost. He's just as bad. He seems to be getting worse as the season is progressing.
It's because they don't believe in his manager anymore. They're not performing. You can't tell me a Luke Shaw that played lights out last season. The Luke Shaw that was the left back in Europe.
You wait until they go and play for England this weekend. They go and play for England this week. They'll be on fire.
Exactly. Check out Shaw's performance in this international break. You'll see a different Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
I think he's got an injury.
They're not playing for the manager. They don't want him to stay.
Okay, come in.
No, I think they were saying Luke Shaw's got a problem, but I don't know what it is. They said they're going to assess it, but I just remember the picture scene when Ronaldo scored. He's on the floor with his knee celebrating, and you see Maguire and Shaw behind him.
Oh, yes.
Like,
Yeah.
that picture just tells you a story. Like, Ronaldo celebrating, they're just like,
Mate, I'll put it to you as well. Luke Shaw is now twice this season gone down with an injury, played on, and then gone to ground, as if to say, well, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
He's done it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
He did it on the Mourinho. When he fell out with Mourinho, he used to do that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he did it there too. He's fucking so weak-minded, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
When Jose used to say this, the British press got on top of Mourinho. Why are you undermining Luke Shaw? You're mentally torturing him. You're not giving him encouragement. But he's always said that this guy is weak, that this guy doesn't put his effort in, that he has so much potential, but he doesn't utilize it to the fullest. He just gives about 70% when he knows he could bring out more. But they criticize Mourinho, like, oh, you're bashing him and bashing him. You know, you're not encouraging him, especially being an English player.
I'll leave you with this. I'll leave you with this because I've got to go. I'll leave you with this. Roy Keane said in his interview with Sky, he said, if Ollie walked into this room right now, I will grab Ollie by the throat.
Yeah.
I will shake him and I'll ask him, what the fuck are you doing starting Fred? That's what he said.
Yeah, he said, I heard that. He said, I'll shake him
Adam,
up.
thank you, brother. I'll see you during the week, during the international break, mate.
100%. See you.
Nice one, Adam.
All right, bro. Right. I said, Vimal, I can't. People have been getting comments saying that they love the way you keep changing your background through the show. Love it. Keep coming on, brother. So Ole's at the cliff, and Ronaldo's like, I'm done.
Forget it, man. We're gonna let you sink, let you drop.
So,
and that's effectively what's happening now. The team are abandoning this guy. They are letting him go, and you can see that with the performances. They're not making any effort to chase that ball down. We've got the lowest work rate in the entire Premier League. So the players are not making the effort anymore. So
you have to be, you as a United fan, you do have to ask yourself, how come in 3 years, at the 3-year point, we are going backwards? with better players instead of going forward. So there was no Pogba to blame this time that he lost the ball in the midfield. The point of the matter, we could not even get the damn ball. That's the humiliating part of it. Like I said, losing is fine. But when you are humiliated and just like, you're not even in our category, bro. We are just going to like, City played on Wednesday. Didn't have a lot of training sessions. This was the workout.
It was a training session. It was so easy for them. So easy, in fact, that he didn't have to change a single player. It's just absolute insult.
Maybe
absolute insult. We could have changed 3, 4 players if we had to, and we still would have had no impact whatsoever. Fresh legs doesn't matter, because their system just completely dominates ours. Their style of play dominates ours. We don't even have a style of play. I think it's plan A, get the ball to Rashford. Plan B, get the ball to Ronaldo. That's it. Nothing else. It's just silly Sunday
and
football.
City made sure.
I'm sure
we
Kay
didn't
plays
get that chance.
better football than that.
Think about it. I saw a cross. I don't know who made that cross where Ronaldo hit it on a left foot volley, but the keeper made a spectacular save.
Yeah.
Who do you remember who made that cross? Was it Bruno or was it Luke Shaw?
Huh?
Yeah,
I'm not
there was
sure.
a left foot volley Ronaldo hit in the first half, but I don't know who sent the ball across.
Oh, left foot volley.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, it was Luke Shaw. It was Luke Shaw.
Okay.
Luke Shaw. Yeah, I think I remember the one you're talking
But
about.
it was a great save. That ball was going
Is that
in.
the chance
Yeah,
that I
listen.
would have made it 1-1? Because people
Yeah.
kept saying we had a
Yeah,
chance.
that would've made it
we
1-1.
1-1.
But
These
I'm
are all
actually
half
glad.
chances, though, aren't they?
Half chances.
Aren't these all half chances?
Was
Yeah,
that the
yeah,
only
they're
shot
not
on target?
really.
I think it was the only 1 or 2 shots on target in 90 minutes at home.
Yeah.
But
it
did you
was
hear
one shot on
the
target. It was
record?
one shot on target.
They said in all the record of them recording stats that it's the worst. I think United had 4 touches in Man City's box in the whole game. It's the worst stat ever in history.
Ever. Yeah, I heard that
Ever.
too.
The setting records, breaking records, making history in the most worst way, not positive, negative way that you expect a newly promoted team to make.
The guy.
I expect those stats from a Brentford. I expect those stats from a newly promoted team, not a team that's. I mean, come on.
If you Ole's record at home is they said is like Ole is given, what was it? He's got like the worst record at home.
The record, basically, in all the losses we've had at Old Trafford, Ole's got 21% of them on his own. 21% on his own in 3
By
years.
himself.
Yeah, by
That's
himself.
a lot. That's a lot, man. That's bad.
I don't know what to say. I mean,
We've had how many managers?
How can he still be there? He's got to go because I don't think he even knows what to do.
AK, what are you hearing from that side about Ole's? Because I know you guys.
You know what?
They're
saying that basically they're saying that they don't want to sack Ole. Well, I think this is media spin though. They don't want to sack Ole because Woodward doesn't want to leave on sacking a manager because he's the one that gave him a 3-year deal. But then obviously Woodward's staying till later now, isn't he? I think he'll be there for a little while. I think they're just
he's going into the season.
But
December. That's what they said. He was meant to go earlier, but they said he's going into the season. But it'll be Richard Arnold who's his best mate anyway taking over.
Yeah,
because they were in uni together. Arnold, Judge, and Woodward, they're all good mates. They all went to the same uni. So it'll just be the same thing.
They've all messed up. They're covering for each other, aren't they?
Exactly.
Because they gave 3-year contract to Ole.
And then the latest thing we're saying today is Brendan Rodgers has been given the go-ahead in the summer, but he doesn't want to leave mid-season. But
I saw that, yeah.
I was like, Brendan Rodgers, this guy managed Liverpool.
Yeah.
And you're trying to bring him to Man United. He's not done nothing in Europe. Like,
would you take Brendan Rodgers?
He could be another Moyes, you know.
Vimal, would you take Brendan Rodgers right now?
No, I wouldn't take him because
right now.
You wouldn't take Scott him connection. Right now. No. And I think his loyalty is more with Liverpool. I don't think he really wants to come and manage.
But it's just like how no one expected Benitez to manage Everton, mate, innit?
Yeah, I know. But then I also feel that he could potentially be another Moyes, you know. He's doing well at certain other teams, but when they come to our club, they just sink. And I just got a feeling that we need someone a lot better than him. He's a good manager, and so was Moyes. But look what happened to him. It was a disaster when he came to our club.
Right. Okay. Would you take Brendan Rodgers right now?
like some fans have said, he's better than Ollie, but for where we need to be, nah, he's not good enough, man. Like there's certain managers that can do well at the mid clubs, mid-table teams, but when you go to an elite top club, it's like Coleman went to Barcelona, they struggled. Like you can't just put anyone in these big clubs. People saying Zidane, he's unproven in the Prem, but he's worked with elite players, won 3 Champions Leagues. Like I think if we're not going to go for Conte now, because they purposely let Conte dwindle away, that was all strategic for me. I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
About...
You're very right. I think they're strategically, because from what I heard, they never ever even made any contact with Conte. So why would Conte be turning down a Tottenham job when United were not planning to even contact him? Because Ole was still the guy that hoping in the 3 games he would turn it around with his magic wand of bullshit.
Yeah, but they're just going to keep doing it and saying, "Oh, there's no one available, mate."
Yeah. So it's an easy option.
Yeah.
No one's
They'll say
available.
Zidane wants the French job and he doesn't want to move to England, and then they'll say, "Oh, there's no one else we can take, so we're going to have to stick with Ollie." It's just like the PR spin is a joke. Like I heard a stat in 11 games. Remember when Mourinho was there in his last season? Mourinho had 3 more points than Ollie did when they sacked him.
Wow. Ben,
come in.
The thing is now.
Would you take Ben? Would you take Brendan Rodgers now?
Will I take Brendan Rodgers now? Okay, I would take anything right now. Anything's better than Ole. I would take anything.
Would you take Daniel Fark?
But what you say, Lamar?
Would you take Daniel Fark? He's available.
He won his first game. He got fired. At least he went out. He went out on a high, right? He went out with a win.
At this point, anything is better than Ole. But yeah, just to be clear, Brendan Rodgers is not the right man to take United to where we need to be. He's as in for right now. Yes, I would take it, but obviously not for the long run. He's not going to take us where we want to be. But in my opinion, I think the manager that I wanted was Conte. I thought Conte was perfect for the job.
How did they do yesterday?
Huh?
Conte and Spurs. How did they do?
They played today. They played today. Nil. It was Drew. Yeah. But I think the reason why that's not Conte. Conte hasn't really enforced his system really into that team yet, because
philosophy.
I heard he had issues with. Well, okay, he had issues with his visa, so he finally got it last minute. But I think because of all that visa stuff, it's been Ryan Mason that's been taken on the first training. So it's not really his team yet per se. So I say give it a few games and you'll start seeing more of the Conte. But at least they didn't concede. It was a draw. So you could see that. I mean, just let's see what goes on. But Conte to me was a better fit for United. He would have got the best out of this 3-5-2 or 5-2-2. This 3-5 or this 5 at the back or 3 at the back thing that Ole is trying to do. Conte would have perfected it at United. Even though, I mean, you would think I think our squad is more suited for like a 4-3-3, more the attackers because we have more wingers. But Ole, I think Conte could still pull out that 3-5-2 formation with this squad. He would have done wonders with the squad, man. But the next option will be Zidane. Zidane is just like what Kay said. He's proven. He's worked with elite players. He's won of the major trophies that you want to win. So he's the next best thing. But will he be willing to take the job mid-season? I don't know. That's a big question.
Right, Vimal. Because of this Brexit, that's why him coming from Italy, he needs a visa to come into UK now, right? Previously, it's okay because everything was still Euro, right? Because he's Italian. He's Italian. We know that.
Yeah.
But he's here. Spurs managed to get him here. So.
Okay. So I'll probably got him on a work permit.
It must be that.
Yeah, probably
skilled work permit. I think he's got some skills.
Yeah.
Because before, even though it would have been a problem because it's coming straight from
Yeah. Within the EU. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that we've missed out on. Did someone mute, please?
Sorry, my bad.
Right. Now that we have let Conte go, Zidane, you guys have literally said Brendan Rodgers, hell no. What else can we do with Ole?
What's the deal with Ten Hag then? Is he not gonna?
I
Is he
think
being
Ten Hag.
considered?
I think the deal with Ten Hag is the same issue as he won't want to leave
Mid-season.
Ajax mid-season. It's got to be end of the season. Most of the managers, pretty much almost any manager that you want to get right now is in the job. The only one that's free is Zidane.
Would you
And
guys
it's
take
respect,
Laurent
I don't
Blanc?
blame them.
Will you guys take Laurent Blanc interim? No?
That's just another wallpaper in the crowd. We need someone that is elite, that we want to take us back. Like Laurent Blanc, when was the last time he managed?
2-3 years ago.
So he hasn't managed for 3 years?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, no.
Ben said, no.
What was the last club he managed? I can't remember.
I think it was Monaco, I think.
Nah.
Yeah, no. I won't take
He
him.
played for United for 2 seasons.
Yeah, he did.
That's another Ollie. That's like another Ollie.
Pretty much, yeah. Another
What I did hear is, if they sack Ollie, Michael Carrick's going to be the caretaker manager.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it will be
man.
Michael Carrick, bro.
That's even
More of the
worse.
same.
Because if Carrick needs to go, McKenna, Mike Feely,
The whole crew need to go, bro.
They won't need to go. Because second Ole is not, and keeping Carrick, the issue still remains. Because the issue is that these freaking coaches, Carrick and McKenna, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Oh man, that would be terrible, man. Because I heard that after training, I heard that like when Ole is picking the team, I heard that it's Carrick and McKenna that's giving them the names of the people that are doing well in the training session.
Yeah.
So, but the thing about it is that if that's the case, if that's really true, but when you look at like when other players come on the field, players like Van der Beek
and Sancho,
you see a big difference when Van der Beek is playing versus McTominay and Fred, and I'm like it doesn't. So you're telling me that Fred and McTominay are doing much better than Van der Beek in training too as well?
No way.
There's no way. Because so if that's the case, if Carrick takes on, I would expect to see the same team because he would just be doing what Ole's been doing. So
yeah, he's not gonna have a new vision and mission, considering he worked with another clown. So you can't bring another clown in the same circus to do something different from the previous clan. It's the same shit circus.
Did you hear about the cheering for Van der Beek when he came on?
Yeah. We heard that on TV.
Come on, Saints. Come on. My bad. Sorry about that. I'm watching NFL.
Oh dear.
So as we can see, it seems you saw Van der Beek, the cheer for him, the way the crowd were responding to him.
The fans actually cheered when he came on.
They cheered for him. They were singing his name, Van der Beek.
Yeah.
Because they were just waiting for him.
Ollie react. Ollie clearly hears that.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, man. Like, I was watching Rio speak today and he was saying that if I was Van der Beek, and if he was looking after him, if he was his agent, he would have got him at the club by now. Like, I know he changed his agent like in the last 2 weeks as well.
Mm-hmm. I heard that too. Yeah, he's really trying to get out.
After the game yesterday, during the game, when you saw the first goal, okay, the first goal is an own goal. That happens. We know that can happen, right? It wasn't his intention, but hey, first of all, why was that cross? Why was that guy allowed so much space to whip that ball with so much pace? You got to ask, where was Wan-Bissaka closing him down? Nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
The second goal, I think the second one was the one that broke the camel's back. Over the top, you have Maguire and Shaw just standing there, and this guy coming from the backside. I don't think, maybe the guy did not anticipate the ball because he was between the post and the ball. I don't know what happened at that instant where
the players are not playing for this manager, man. Don't look at it. I'm just trying to employ. Well, this is why I look at it, right? These players are not playing for the manager, so they won't care to go for that extra tackle. They won't care to try to make some big play or whatever. They won't care to do that because they're not playing for the manager. They want the manager to get sacked. So I would employ people to look at these players a little differently as to okay, they pretty much down tools. If you the only player that's not down in tools is Ronaldo and maybe McTominay and Fred. I mean, maybe
I
Bruno.
did not even see Rashford when he came on. I don't know what he did. I didn't even know
Yeah,
he came
Rashford
on.
said that.
Anything.
He said it was invisible.
He didn't do anything. Supposedly he was not fit to play. He was injured or he had a knock or something.
I heard he didn't train. He only met with the team on Friday.
Exactly.
So how is this possible?
And he comes on.
I would have put Lingard in there if Rashford was not fit. I mean, put Lingard on the left or however, and put Sancho on the right.
Lingard? He was playing him. He scored, and then he's just been for side again.
It doesn't make any sense. If you want to like, okay, if you want to manage and say, okay, I'm gonna at least if you call yourself a proper manager, then like, okay, why don't you reward players that actually perform? Like when you perform on the field, you make like Bailly's performance against Atalanta. That to me, that warranted like a good run of games. The same thing with any other player, but he would. I mean, okay, look at this. Telles scores that wonderful goal in that. What game was that? I think it was against Villarreal.
Villarreal.
Have you seen him since?
No.
No. He's just gonna go. He's like, okay, I don't care about you. Yeah, you scored a wonderful goal, but I'm gonna stick with who I know.
And Shaw doesn't score a lot of goals.
He doesn't. Well, Shaw hasn't scored a goal this season. Telles has. How about that?
Even when Shaw was injured the first time, there was still hesitation about bringing Telles on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't want to change the team.
He's playing the low. Remember, he's playing the low instead of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he played the low at left back. Man, this
the
guy.
Right
is it that? Why does he not trust technical players? What's the problem? Is it that he because you notice the talented players, the Sanchos, the Van der Beeks, the Teleses, the people who have the abilities, why are they always being put behind the scene like wait your turn?
Do you know what I reckon it is? I reckon because his system is just all about being defensive and winning the ball back and then countering, he doesn't feel that these players fit that system. He's a very one-dimensional coach. He has only one style of play, and he thinks that these technical players don't fit that strategy. Probably they would fit very easily into a technical team, which is about a possession-based game, passing the ball, keeping the ball, controlling midfield. That's not Ole's style. Ole's style is very simple, basic type of football, which is like what the Stoke Cities would do, what Norwich would do, or League One teams would do, just hoof the ball forward to the strikers.
Yeah.
And so he feels that these guys don't fit that system. I don't know. That's just an assumption.
It seems
because
so.
Why would you not play these amazing players? Donny van Beek was what was he, Player of the Year for Ajax at some point?
Yeah.
He was on the Ballon d'Or. He was on the Ballon d'Or nomination list.
Yeah.
We know Sancho's a baller. The guy's really skillful, but these are not big, strong players. So maybe they don't fit his style of play.
So do you guys feel Ole is now more defensive than Jose Mourinho was?
Oh yeah, he's worse.
Yeah,
way defensive. Way more defensive than that.
You got to remember, Jose was playing with Fellaini in midfield, and Fellaini was doing more than McTominay and Fred.
Who was this?
That's how bad it is. At least Fellaini was scoring goals and putting his body away. Even though he wasn't on the ball, like it's just it's
Joe,
disgusting.
welcome to the show. Joe representing Houston Red Army. Joe has joined the Ole Out bandwagon. He's now the chairman of the Ole Out since Liverpool defeat. Welcome on, bro.
Joe, you've got a new clientele then.
What's up? I can't remember.
Commission stops.
I can't remember.
Let's go.
So Joe, we want to. Yeah, go on.
Did you not see the comments from Daily Blind as well?
No.
Yeah, I read that. I read that. It's something about he would have been. Wait. I forgot. It's something about him and Smalling when they were center backs. They did better.
The best record.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Too bothered about being big and strong, but him and Smalling, they had like a very good defense. I think they had the best defensive record in the league that season.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they conceded way less goals than our back parent right now.
Right.
And people say,
Joe,
it's crazy, man. It's
Joe,
crazy.
you saw the game yesterday. Man United 0, Man City 2. United Man City did not use any subs. They didn't need to use any subs. They
No
played the
subs.
same team because United were not a threat. They
I mean,
asked
they
Pep,
weren't tired.
Pep was interviewed. Did you feel United will come back, even though they always come back in the second half? He said there was no need. He just told the ball, guys, keep the ball. And he knew United were not going to get the ball. I mean, how
No.
insulting and derogatory humiliation is that? Joe, talk to me.
I mean, is it really insulting though? That was the truth.
Yeah.
He's looking at his players, and his players are not huffing and puffing. His players are not tired. He has no risk of injury because we're not getting at them. We're not getting so frustrated with that we're fouling the shit out of them or doing anything like that. We weren't going to be aggressive enough to, warrant any type of change that needed to make. Everything he wanted to do was happening. There had to be nobody on that he started that were playing support. Well, even if they were playing support, because I don't think maybe Kevin De Bruyne had a great game, but even the players playing at 6%, at 6 out of 10 performance, it was enough to beat us. Everything that he put forward, every single plan that he put forward, everything was working. So, I mean, I personally would have rested starters. You don't want a game like that.
They
that you
played
already have in
on
the
Wednesday.
bag.
They played on
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, you don't want to risk something like that. But Pep's a cocky motherfucker, man. I mean, it is what it is. That's the hand that we've been dealt, and that's the situation that we find ourselves in right now. I wouldn't say it was disrespectful. Disrespectful would be if he told them, if he made the necessary substitutions and told them to put us to the fucking sword. That would have been but he just decided, hey, just play around with these small boys, man. These guys don't know what they're doing. So that's basically what happened, man.
So we were just saying, would you take Brendan Rodgers now?
Brendan Rodgers. Man, Brendan always seemed. Say what?
Ball said it all.
Let me stop. First of all, Brendan Rodgers is a better manager than Ole. Yeah. So overall, we will be better with Brendan Rodgers. Moving forward, I don't know if that is more of a long-term thing that we want to do. He wasn't impressive at Liverpool. I know he played he managed who was it, Rangers or Celtic in the Scottish team. That's a 2-team league, whatever,
he won 2 league titles there. Or 3.
They were unbeaten as well. They had the season unbeaten, didn't they?
Okay, and Xavi was looking great in freaking UAE, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to translate in the league. But we have that kind of team where, very good managers come in and look poor because they're just not able to handle the pressure that comes with it. I think he had that with Liverpool and he wasn't able to convert. Now, don't get me wrong, we invested a lot more than Liverpool did when they had Brendan Rodgers, but that I'm still if it's for a caretaker, I can see that, but there are other managers that I would prefer over Brendan Rodgers. But if we can get him right now, let's stop the bleeding and get Ole out of there, man.
So, Joe, when you saw the goal, the first goal was a whipping cross from Foden. No one closed Foden down. Bailly had no choice. It was a mistake. The second goal with Maguire and Shaw, ball watching, what should have been done at that point?
It's again, okay. It's again another capitulation by our captain, not commanding the line. Again, I don't know if it's because of the crowd noise. Why don't these guys talk, man?
I would just say
in any sport that I have ever played, other than golf, you talk to your teammates.
I just asked Kay.
I got this. I got this.
Kay and Adam. You are allowed to scream to your player "Hey, man on you." We do that every time when we play. So how Maguire is not telling Shaw, Jesus is right beside you, or how Shaw cannot see or be aware? I don't get it. It's always coming from Shaw and Maguire's side of the field that the danger always comes and the goals come coming from that side. There's a
The
problem.
hesitant.
That seems to be the leaking part of the pipe.
That they had last week offensively.
Mute, please.
Yeah, my bad. I that's what I was trying to do. Go ahead.
I mean, it's just they're so willing to let somebody else be the guy to take care of it.
No accountability.
No accountability. No. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take care of this boat. It's like each one of somebody out of those three should have been saying, "I got this." I would have said it was Shaw. It's too close. It's right there on your far post. It's too much of a danger. You hit that ball.
See how close. See how
the
close
corner.
Shaw is to Jesus. See how close.
Oh my God, man. And if you don't think and it's not as if we're playing a team that don't have players that can make those plays. That's what they do. They can make those plays. So why would you? It's like letting Steph Curry just take wide open shots. Like he makes those. You gotta be aggressive. And it was sad, man. It was just like the whole team, especially the back line. Maguire needs to be stripped of that captaincy ASAP. He really does, because mentally he has lost respect. There's no way you can see some of our younger academy players looking at our captain looking like a straight bum out there on the pitch, embarrassing the squad, embarrassing the badge, and he's supposed to be our captain. You can tell he's mentally done. It's like, again, from top to bottom, everybody's mediocre. So nobody wants to take charge. The board is not going to put a manager in that's going to make them accountable for the decisions they make. The coaching staff and Ole are not going to be accountable to each other, because they're both looking at each other like triple Spider-Man, just like, yeah, we're all bums here, right? They're all just trying to protect themselves to keep their jobs. Ed Woodward's not going to say shit. Nobody's going to say shit to Ed Woodward. You got Maguire. I don't know what else to say about this team. Clearly, it needs. I almost feel like they need an asshole.
Another reset button.
No, I wouldn't say reset. I'm not ready for a reset yet. I mean, reset as far as the coaching staff. Yes. Everybody, full court.
Technical director, all that needs to be changed, right? Do you agree?
Everything needs to be changed. Everything needs to be changed, because look at because the thing that I was afraid of, right? Tottenham did it. I think they kept one of their coaches, but they did clean that shit up. It's like, yo, Conte, get your boys in there, get your people in there, because that's what you got to do. We got to stop the bleeding. And if they can do that, and they're fucking Tottenham, and don't get me wrong, I wasn't keen on Conte. They didn't look great today, but it's only the first game, so whatever. And yeah, I wouldn't say reset. I think we need somebody that can say, Harry, you're on the bench. But we don't have a manager that'll drop Maguire. We don't have a manager that'll drop Shaw. We don't have a manager that'll drop his favorites now. He'll drop the shit out of Pogba. He'll drop the shit out of Greenwood. I don't know why. Was there a word about Cavani? Was he injured? Why wasn't he coming in?
Got some on his tendon.
The Greenwood and Ronaldo thing, oof, that is not a pairing, bro. That is not a pairing. They are off. They are miles apart. They're like completely separate mindset. They don't think alike. It's like they don't practice with each other. It's like pickup ball. That's what we look like. Pickup. Like you just go to the park and you pick 11 players, just get together and boom. That's what we look like. No structure, no system, nothing. Absolutely nothing. When it comes to anybody even remotely close to above average.
charity,
telling
isn't it? It's a charity. It's a charitable organization.
It is,
under Oli.
it's weird too, because Ole is probably gonna go to work tomorrow and he's gonna be like, "Hey guys, we're not that bad off. We're only 5 points off of Liverpool. We're only 6 points. It's like the league is trying to keep Ole at the job. Why did fucking Liverpool win their game today? What the fuck is going on? City dropped points. I mean, not City. Chelsea dropped points.
Liverpool dropped points.
And it seems like it's taken the longest for us to make it
Obvious.
see. Yeah, it's taken the longest. You know, in the meantime, Ole is he's just gonna keep every once in a while do his little Tottenham games, and it's clear he's not good enough. It's clear, bro.
Doesn't
Not
it
good
feel
enough.
like it's a conspiracy to keep Oli at the wheel?
I mean, yo, I just don't understand this, man. I don't understand it at all.
Because if things hadn't gone our way, we'd be 10th in the table today. And because Liverpool
easy.
lost and Chelsea dropped points, we're staying in 6th.
Yo,
It's almost like, the stars are kind of aligning to keep Oli at the wheel. It's like
Ole at the mill.
luck is favoring him, and it just keeps
Yeah.
dragging this on.
Okay, so as he's dragging it on and the results keep getting worse, how many draggings on can you keep doing? I mean, okay, look at the last 4 Premier League games. Everton, 1 point. Liverpool, 0 points. Leicester, 0 points. Tottenham, 3 points. City, 0 points. You can't just keep lose 3, win 1, lose 3, win 1. I mean, come on, bro. This is not Stoke City. I expect this from a newly promoted team who just like a Norwich. I expect it because it's hard transforming from a kick and runs league to professional elite players league. I get it, but this is Manchester United we're talking about here. Not newly promoted. It's like they can't even adjust. 3 years on, we're playing worse than what Mourinho. So it seems Ole is more defensive than Jose was, who all the ex-players were slandering like, "Oh, this is not the United way." This is worse than the United way.
This is worse because Jose got results of that shit play. Now we're just getting shit play and no results.
With better squad.
And that's
Exactly.
with a better squad. With a better squad,
You have a
man.
better
Got a
squad.
midfielder for 75 million, and you're playing a system that you can't put a winger in. Like, don't make sense.
And then you ask yourself, so what system were you thinking of when you were trying to get him? That's what my question is.
You have no clue.
If you watch, there was an interview that Michael Owen, Paul Scholes, and
Hargreaves.
right? Yeah,
I saw
Hargreaves.
that.
it's a very good interview. There's a clip of Michael Owen, and what
Is that one Michael Owen is trending right now?
he was saying basically what he said. He said that you cannot be Manchester United and be changing your formation and changing the way you're trying to play every single game. He says that's not the. He says when you're at a big club like Manchester United, as a manager, you decide on the style of play, the formation you're going to play for that season or for your brain as a manager. And then you buy the players that suit the system. And he says, when you play the system, there will be times in the beginning, there will be times where you can finish a game 3-3 or whatever, but you don't chop and change because it's not working well. You don't change it to a different formation because he says you stick to that same formation. If the players are not performing well, you ship them out and get better ones to play the system you're trying to play. He said, if you look at Liverpool, when Klopp came in playing a 4-3-3. In the beginning, he wasn't winning that many games. He was finishing games probably 3-3, 4-4s or whatever, or even losing games. But Klopp stuck to that same system, 4-3-3. What did he do? He shipped out the players that weren't playing the formation well, and he brought in better players. And guess what now? This is, and I guess the rest is history of Liverpool. This is exactly the same thing I said. Exactly the same. I said the same thing 2 years ago. I said the same thing. And now we're in this is one
So
position where
what system did Ole have in mind when he was looking for Diallo,
4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 is what he was trying to play.
Diallo and Sancho. What system did Ole have in his mind
I don't
on
think he
that right
knew.
side?
I don't think he actually knew.
Or no, maybe he didn't know. Yeah,
I don't think
maybe
he
he
actually
didn't know,
knew.
but
He didn't know.
it's that
He just wanted bodies in
yeah.
and then adapt. But that just shows you, man with no plan or no
He has no
idea.
plan. Ole has no plan.
Like,
There's
you know,
no
most
plan.
elite managers, they play a system and then they get the players that can play their system. They don't get players just for the sake of getting them and then trying
Exactly.
to. All that happens at United, we're trying to shoehorn players into positions.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we're trying to do. One players.
And he's too scared to leave players out. He's too scared to leave them out. What is the system? Like, for me, like I said, with our team now, for Ollie, the best thing was to play 3-5-2 because we're so bad. But that should not be the system we're playing for me at Man United. We should be able to play 4-4-2, 4-5-1, or diamond, 4-4-2 diamond. Like, and then get the players that can play that system.
So, as it
stands,
but I don't think he has the technical ability to formulate a strategy.
I don't think so either,
It's
mate.
like-
That's
it's like
why
if-
we keep getting found out.
That's
It's
why I
like,
got relegated with Cardiff.
it's like if you pick somebody off the street, right, and you give them a squadron of, or not squadron, of platoon of Marines, right, the biggest and the baddest fighting force in the world, right. You try to deploy them with somebody with a commander that doesn't know what he's doing, they're gonna get washed. Same killers, but they're still gonna get washed. You still gotta have the leadership that has a technical know-how to know how to, move, shoot, communicate.
Right.
We don't do that.
We don't do that at all.
You see, Pep came to the Manchester derby. You know, everyone has been saying Ole knows how to beat Pep, and every time we beat Pep, it's been on a breakaway whereby we take up the pressure and we'll right. Pep figured it out like, nah, not this time, guys, not this time. Pep came with his artillery, tanks, nuclear weapons. He came with everything.
Yes.
We went there with a teacup, a pair of biscuits, and a butter knife. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna
You
work.
know what I mean?
Remember, like I remember saying this a couple seasons ago. I said it a year and a half ago. I said, "Oh, there is no system of play. There's no style of play." And I remember people were saying, "Oh, Ole just needs to get the plays. Let him get the players that he wants to play the system."
They said that. I said that to you too.
Remember, I was saying it. I said I don't see a system. I said you need to at least be seeing a system now.
By now, yeah.
For
You
that
said
statement,
I will put my hand
let
up.
him get.
You said so, Bems. You
I
did
remember
say so.
Joe was one of them that didn't agree with me. Joe was saying
I was one of them that said that.
that let Ole get the players that he wants, and you see the system. I said you won't see any system. And what are we seeing now?
Ben, it's the same thing with no home crowd at Old Trafford. There's fans in the ground now. What's his excuse?
There you go.
Yeah, he said that. Now,
What's the excuse?
I think he's going to be regret what he said because he said that we need the support of the fans. It is so difficult with no fans. Bro, you have 75,000 in there. You're even fucking on more, bro.
Even the things he was saying when Mourinho was there, saying this isn't the United way. We shouldn't be playing like this. It's like, wow, you said that. And,
Maybe it's not. Maybe we don't have enough fans. We need to rebuild one of the stands to get it up to 80,000. Maybe he needs that extra 10. Hey, all it needs just an extra 10,000 people at Old Trafford, and then
Joe, you know what it is now? The last few games, the City fans are singing "Ollie at the wheel."
Yeah,
like we've become a mockery. They're singing it at our fans.
If the City fans are saying "Ole at the wheel," you got to the point that we are now they're making a mockery. We're not a laughing. They're actually called what we said back of Vimal and Keno. They're taking the fucking piss, mate. They're having a laugh.
They're gonna start singing that song. They're gonna start singing that song in American football games. Watch. They're gonna start singing those.
Chris feels that them singing Ole at the wheel is fans supporting Ole, that Ole's doing it. Ole's still the man. That's what Chris feels.
Any of you guys saw the video I posted yesterday, before the game started, I did a fan walk around in the pub. Chris was the first person behind me. I said, Chris, what's your take on the game today? He said, whoever scores first wins the game.
All right, give me a minute. I'll join back in a minute. Give me a minute. Let me fix
can you try and go horizontal?
Hey, but
yeah,
let's be real.
Let me
All right,
fix
Let's be
it.
real. Let's be real here, man. If Man United scored first, we still wouldn't have won that
We're
game.
not winning the game.
Well, we wouldn't have won that game. So Chris is
No, no,
just
no.
lucky
What
that
I
it
mean,
turned out that
you
way.
see,
We weren't
sometimes
winning
the
that game.
forced belief can change your way of thinking. You know
Nah,
what I mean? It's just like when Bruno had that chance in the first minute against Liverpool that he fluffed his line. Hold on.
Nah,
still would have lost.
Hold on. Yes, I get it. But when you score, hold on. When you score first at home,
It gives you something to fight for.
there's something to fight for. That's what I'm saying. You never know what a goal does for you. It lifts you up. The whole team is like, you know what? We got this. Even though you don't believe you got it, but you put the extra shift in. But when when you concede the first goal, you're like,
Tim, if this was last season, I will believe you.
Do you remember the season when Mourinho was there? And I think the first 4 or 5 games we won 4-0.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I want to see the test when we concede and how we react.
Exactly.
That shows character. That shows
That shows
fight and belief.
Yes.
And that's the difference between an elite manager and a mediocre one.
Yes.
Like, you're not going to score first every single game. But remember when United used to play on the Fergie? We conceded, we were losing. We always played the same way. We didn't panic.
Nope.
Yes.
Don't panic. Believe. Same with Liverpool. Even today when they play West Ham, they still played the same football. They believe in the system and they keep doing it.
But the problem is, what is the system we have? What system do United have? Vimal, what system do United play now?
What system are they playing now?
Yeah. Or what is Ole's system? In 3 years, what do we have?
Pass the ball to Ronaldo.
All right.
Did you see their formation for yesterday's game?
Pre-Ronaldo. Who was it before pre-Ronaldo? What was the formula before Ronaldo?
Pass the ball to Rashford. It's so simple.
All over the top.
You've got a simplistic coach. So your coaching and your strategy is going to be also simplistic.
This is me
as Joe
Chris.
says. You've got a commander who's completely useless.
Watch Joe's video. Watch behind Joe. That's me and Chris. Chris telling me there. He said, "Who scores first wins the game." But Chris knew City will score first anyway. I believe so.
No, this is
unless he predicted Eric Bailly scoring first. Is that what you meant? Because technically we did score first.
No, this is derby. I was like, if United score first, they're going for the win. City score first, they're going for the win.
No, Chris. Let's be real.
Let me
not
bring
this team,
Chris
not
into
this team.
Chris,
this team wouldn't have won that game.
Me and you watched the game side by side yesterday. We saw the travesty. We saw the astronomical decapitulation of how embarrassed we were. Talk to me about, especially the second goal. We sat side by side. We were on the same table.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this. I know Bam says this every day. We're not good enough. We're not good enough every day. You're not good enough today, tomorrow, even next year. Bam says we're not gonna be good enough. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you this. Yesterday we were not good. We were not even good. Not even good enough. We were not good. And City, the first game this season, I'll admit we were not good enough. In Bam's words, we were not good enough yesterday, and we look like shit.
What about against Liverpool?
Forget about Liverpool game. No. Liverpool game actually played better than yesterday.
He's right. I'll give that to him.
Not by much, but yeah.
I know Liverpool scored 5 goals on us, but he played better on the Liverpool game than yesterday.
So, which means we have gone backwards in 3 weeks, right?
No, you cannot see it that way. Come on, man.
How can you not see it that way? That is exactly what just happened.
You're still all in. That's why. So, okay. So, Chris.
No. Chris has said it's too early in the season to write the season off. I get it. That's fine. We need to respect that. Respect what he says. That is his vision. But
all the big teams lost points this weekend.
That is what Chris is saying, because in the Premier League,
we lost
on any given day, on any given day, anybody in the Premier League could beat anybody. I know no one expected Liverpool to get beaten by West Ham today, right? Did anyone expect that? No. But that is what Chris is saying. In the Premier League, teams will drop points. Yeah. So that is why he's saying it is too early to write off.
But United to go on a run.
Drop points this early.
United going on a 6-game unbeaten run.
On the Ole,
hell yeah.
No.
Guess what? Guess what? United going on a run. Yeah,
they're not kept a clean sheet for 14 games.
They go for a run. They're not gonna keep clean sheet, but they're gonna go for a run.
You know what?
Oh my God.
Let Chris say his point. Chris, go on.
If
Oh.
Arsenal can go 6 games unbeaten, what you think United ain't gonna go for 6 games unbeaten?
Hey,
It's not happening.
hey Tim.
Guess what? Guess what? I'm gonna tell you this. After the Chelsea and Arsenal game, after that you have the easiest schedule on the team.
Oh,
All
who you
December.
releasing? We lost to Villa, and they just sacked their manager.
No. Hey, you seen it this season.
I think I
City
need a
have
shot,
lost
man.
to Tottenham.
I need
City
a
have
shot of
lost to Crystal
tequila
Palace.
or something.
City have lost to West Ham. And this season, anything can happen.
Palace will beat us. The way they're playing football, they will beat us.
Palace will beat us.
Right,
That's
they'll
how you
beat
see
us.
it.
Bruh.
That's how we see it.
Okay.
It's just like saying, okay, let me finish this. It's just
Okay,
like
go on,
saying,
Chris.
just like saying we beat Leeds 5-1 or 6-1, right? And then the same Leeds beat Leicester that beat us 4-2.
Yeah, but they
That's how
can't
Ben's
open
become.
the league.
That's how Ben's
Let-
be
let- let
comparing
Chris
some
finish,
of these
let Chris
games.
finish.
And that's how I see it. Ben be like, okay, we beat these now. How come this beat? And I gave a good example the other day. Joe, you remember? There was a game. I don't know if you remember the game was going on, and I predicted Ben's gonna compare because if a certain team beat us or he beat them, then they get beat by another team. Ben's gonna come and compare those games. I saw
Chris,
that
yeah,
coming and
James,
it happened
let him
today.
finish.
That it happened. I predicted the future, and the future came today. Bam said it. Bam
See,
said
but
it.
the thing about it is that Chris likes to twist my words. Chris likes to twist my words. I made a comment today in the group, and I
Joe
said,
backed me.
and I
Joe
wait,
backed me and said, in the
wait.
words of Bams and Gastrodamus or whichever his name is. Remember, Joe?
See, I made a comment
I
today.
remember.
I said West Ham is okay. I said West Ham is beating Liverpool 3-1, and I said then people will be saying Ole is a better manager than Moyes. I was comparing the managers, not the games. In fact, you know what? You can compare the games. Let's go there. Because I mean, no, let's go there. If you want to compare, you can compare the games. The way West Ham played today, I'm sorry. If they were to play us, they will destroy us, man. They will
We
make us
don't
look like
control games.
schoolboys.
Tell me
Yeah,
again
we
we've
don't.
controlled this
We
season.
have, yeah.
Chris, tell me again we've controlled this season.
Besides Leeds.
Leeds game.
I don't
Besides
think we even
Leeds.
I don't
controlled
think
that.
I
think
don't
we
believe
just
controlled the Leeds
soaked
game.
their
The game was
pressure and
open.
just hit them on
Yeah,
the
the game
counter.
was
Yeah, it
open. We
very
didn't
open.
control that Leeds game. We didn't.
Even
we haven't
Newcastle, we didn't
controlled
control the
anything
game.
this season.
It was open.
Yes.
Okay,
We don't control
Liverpool.
games.
Liverpool. Apart from the United, the Watford game, what have they controlled?
Liverpool?
Man City game. Did you not watch the Man City game?
Oh, my bad. Man City game. 3 games. The 3 games. The City, the Watford, and United
You
game.
know, a lot of Liverpool played this season.
No.
Salah's been
Liverpool, I watched
banging
the
in
games.
goals.
No. Apart from the City, the Watford, and the United game, Liverpool hasn't had no control of the game.
I don't watch Liverpool at all games, but for them to win most games, they must. I can't see Liverpool not controlling most of their games. I can't see it, even though I don't watch them. Well, I can't see them. Personally.
How are you, buddy? How are you, mate? You all right?
So,
Hi.
With- With the way we're playing right now and the way the season's going, I don't think we can beat any team in the top 10.
Wow.
With
Joe,
the way we're
that's
playing,
a harsh statement, Joe.
I don't think we
No,
can. No, seriously, I don't think we
totally
can
agree.
beat any team in the top 10 because we are unable at the core. We have to be able to implement and impose what we want to do in the pitch, and I feel like we lack the ability to do that. I have seen it time and time again. We do not control games, and with the kind of personnel that we have on that pitch, we should be running. We should be playing. I mean, people get unlucky. You know, we should be the ones that should be having games that like the one-offs, like the one Liverpool and City had last week. But we're not. It's the complete opposite. Our one-offs are the ones when we win and tie games. Our ties and wins are our one-offs, Chris, and it's not sustainable. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, man. I'm
So the
serious.
problem
Did you hear what
I
Ollie
don't
said
see how
after
Chris
the?
is
Vimal, come
Did
in.
you hear what Ollie said after the game? That we're going to bounce back and we need more time against Watford, and we're going to come out fighting, and we're going to stick together as a team. He's just buying himself more time.
So you know, it can't. It's the same copy and paste. We'll go again.
Yeah.
Fine margins. It was a
Yeah.
close contest. if Ole cannot see, it's not like can he not see? He sees it because he's right there. He saw how his team couldn't even get the ball. He saw how Man City was so good, they didn't even need to sub a player. They didn't even need to play because the players didn't even need to work hard. It was gear 2. They just did not even need to go into because United was so poor, and he needs more. If he loves that club, he should just like, you know what, I will tender my resignation, but he won't. He's so stubborn. He's sticking with his philosophy or principle or tactics, which I don't know which he has, or he has none of the above from what I can see. This guy is an absolute disgrace. Let's call it as it is. He's an embarrassment.
The other thing,
if Norwich need the manager now, I guarantee you if Ole's on the market, they won't go for him. It's that bad.
Yeah. The other thing as well, during the game, they said that João Cancelo and Kyle Walker were controlling the game.
They ran the game. Yeah.
They ran the game, and they had
that
the most
two
touches.
Two defenders.
Yeah. I think Cancelo had something like over 42 touches near our box, and they had the most touches. Those wing backs had the most touches in that game. Imagine a system being deployed in such a way where your wing backs are controlling the game against a team like us. It's absolutely shocking, isn't it?
That's bad. When you're fullbacks, that means for 90% of the game, you spent the whole time in your own box. Yeah, you just can't. It was just a.
But that just proves the point that we only had 4 touches in the opposition's box. That shows that they were so high up the pitch that their fullbacks just had a day off. They didn't have to
take play.
So in today's modern game, this was the Manchester derby, not a No, you guys need to remember, this is a Premiership game, not a pre-season warm-up. This is the real deal here.
At Old Trafford.
At Old Trafford, 75,000 people watching and more than 2 billion watching globally. I remember about 50 million watching globally. And you telling me your team had 4 touches? Bro.
Can I say something on that?
Yeah, go on, Chris.
If we're going to talk about the coaching, of course I do understand Pep is on another level. And Pep realized, you know what, United be beating me of late. The couple games, he knew it's either draw or we beat them. But Pep yesterday brought his A game, and I give him credit. What he's due, I give
That's
credit.
That's what I'm saying. He came with his A game.
So
all he's got is an A game, man.
Dude,
they weren't even at a second gear.
They took off the gas. They weren't even
No. Can I finish
weren't
talking?
even playing
Let him finish.
like the best game.
Okay. Well, I'm finished.
Can I finish
Let
talking?
Chris finish.
I give credit where it's due, and I give Pep credits for yesterday. Pep realized we beat him with a counter attack with Rashford and Greenwood or Martial on the wing. Beat him on the wing. So what he did yesterday, he brought Kyle Walker, and he put on Stones, who hasn't even played a single game this season. He was only deployed for yesterday's game, and I bet you're not going to see Stones no more. He was put there yesterday to stop United. And it worked perfectly for him. And all at the moment he realized, I guess even all Pep was like, oh, Rashford is not playing today. So he got a different game. The moment Ole should have realized, you know what, I don't have Rashford, and this is the team. He should have played. He should have changed from the 5. He should have gone by 4-2 and reduced the 5. The moment he realized Kyle Walker is playing to stop Rashford, the only Kyle Walker reason he played is to stop Rashford.
Chris, do you think Pep thinks about Man United when he's picking his team? He doesn't think about us.
He doesn't think about us.
Yo. He doesn't. No, he doesn't, Chris. He doesn't.
No, he did. No, he did. Look, and we can talk about this next time. What? You ain't gonna see Stones on that team, and you're gonna see Kyle Walker on the next game. We can bet on that.
You won't see them in the game.
Dude, you know why? You know why Stones is playing, Chris? Laporte is injured.
Hold on, Pep. Sorry.
Laporte is injured.
This is what Pep did.
So
hold on, guys. This is what Pep did. He's seen in the last 2 Premiership games, United are beating City on counterattacks. He knew that. So as a commander in general who's tactically deployed mentally well, he's going to another war in a Manchester derby. As a commander, he got his weapons, his helicopters, his nuclear weapons, rocket launchers. This is the team that will beat this team. Ole, as weak as he is, all right, we won the last two. Let me try something different, not to lose, because we've been losing. I'm gonna play defensive.
That's right.
With all the armor City had, you go in there, like I said, cup of tea, biscuits, and a butter knife. I'm gonna go fight. Of course, you're gonna get blown away, and we were blown away in the first 5 minutes, bro.
No,
And also,
And
mind-
that shows
and
when
mind you-
Maguire said he didn't believe. The team had no belief in the second half. In all the time of watching and listening to football, I've never heard a top club say that or top elite captain say that. We had no belief when we went in the second half.
Hey, you know, when they were interviewing
you see,
Ole
that's
about
very
that, when they were interviewing Ole about that comment, right?
was shocked.
When he was like, he
What?
responded as if like, what? Did you hear him say that? And they was like, yeah, he said that. He was like,
yeah.
oh shit. He's like,
He got thrown under the bus, like, he
damn,
got
yeah,
thrown
yeah.
under the bus.
that caught him off guard, man. I was like, look at you. Look, you see you said to make you look like a fool. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's not, man. Come on, bro.
Hey,
And mind you, City does not have a complete team. They don't have a striker.
Not have a striker.
They don't have a striker. They had Silva up there, man. Silva.
give credit to City. They realize we made a Champions League twice, we all lost. And they lose by counter attack. Chelsea last season, final Champions League. How they beat them? Counter attack.
Yeah, but they got an elite manager and a system though.
Tottenham, semi-final 2 years ago. How they beat them? Counter attack. So they realize we lose our games, most important games by counter attack, and they've been stopping that. So for you to
So let me ask you guys. Let me ask you a question.
Pep didn't want to play a striker.
I got a que-
You had Aguero there. He didn't want to play a striker. That's the problem with Pep. He makes these silly decisions.
he don't have
in
one.
fun.
He don't have one.
No, he had Aguero last season. He didn't want to play him.
Aguero was half injured half the time. He wasn't even fit.
No, but he was
Doesn't
last year.
that tell you
He
about
was fit last year. He wanted to play.
City's system, that they can play without a striker and
Yeah.
still beat
And still
most
win.
teams?
Don't forget,
They-
they are
they're
the current
playing-
league title holders. They are the league champions currently. So
They
they
were-
are
they
doing
were
something
playing-
right. You know what I mean?
They
They
were
are
playing-
doing something right.
Wait,
Right.
I
One
got a
question I'm asking you,
I got
Vimal,
a
do we
question.
sack Ole now? Yes or no?
I mean, we should have sacked him a long time ago.
Okay.
He should never have been there, yes. But I wanted
got a
to say
question,
one
though.
thing quickly. Bernardo Silva, who was playing as a false nine, had 86 touches. Ronaldo had 27, right? City's back four had completed 331 passes, which is the equivalent of our entire team's touches for the whole game. Their back four is completing the same amount of passes as our whole team.
That's fucked up. That
And
is
what did I
fucked up.
tell you?
That's bad, man.
Benz,
That
do
is
we
bad.
sack him now?
I got a question first.
No,
before you ask
Benz,
your question.
answer. Do we sack him
Wait,
now?
I've been trying to ask this question since though.
Go on.
Hey, Joe, what's the numbers behind your thing though?
Oh, these numbers? Hey, man, these numbers are very significant because these are the numbers of the current scoreboard between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas motherfucking Cowboys. And if you know Chris and you know the kind of mentality it takes to be a Dallas Cowboy fan, you will completely understand why Chris is the dude right now that is clearly unable to see what is standing right in front of him. Okay?
Chris, wear the shirt so we can see. Okay, you're wearing it. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's a Cowboy
But,
fan.
But Chris, hey, Chris, let me ask you a question. Y'all gonna win the Super Bowl this season?
Hell yeah.
Exactly. And just like that,
Benz,
the delusion
do
level
we
is
sack
off the
Ole
chart.
Yeah.
now? Does Ole go now?
The guy shouldn't have been given the contract in the
Okay,
first
no.
place.
Okay,
3
we know
years
that.
ago.
Does he go now? As in this week, should he be fired after that performance yesterday?
He should have been fired after Liverpool. He should have been fired a long time ago. So you know my answer. We shouldn't be talking about Ole right now. That's how bad it is. We shouldn't be talking about it.
Okay.
We should be talking about an interim manager or someone else that's taken over.
Okay.
Yes, he should be gone.
Joe, do we fire him now?
Yes, he needs to be sacked now. And like I
Hey, I
said,
have a little visitor right here.
Hey, no
Hey.
man.
Say hi. Say what's up.
he's like, Dad, don't expose me like this. Take this jersey away from me.
Okay,
I bet that
do
baby's
we-
only out.
Nah, he's all in.
He's only
Okay,
No, he-
do we fire him now?
Boy, we had Guy Fawkes night the other day. He should have been firework, bang, gone. Definitely. 100%.
Send him to the moon.
Put
Send
him on
him
the
to the moon.
bonfire.
Wow.
Definitely.
Chris, everyone's listening to your is gonna listen to your answer. Do we fire Ole now after yesterday's debacle?
You want a yes answer or no answer?
Yes or no answer?
Yes or no? It's your decision.
No.
Oh man. Oh man. Hey Tim, it was a pleasure. I'm out. I can't do this anymore, man. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I
Is
can't.
this a wind up? Is this a wind up?
No, he's not winding you up, okay? He's telling you as it is. Chris
He's
he
serious.
put a straight face on. He said no.
Jeez.
So respect the brother.
Why? I want to know why.
I say, do I say one answer or yes or no? Or I explain. And I'll
But
say
why-
yes
why-
or
why
no,
is
and
he
I
not
say
getting
no.
sacked? Why is he not getting sacked? What does
And
he have
you
to
know
do
what?
to get sacked?
We just the friends, and all ain't going nowhere until the end of the season. So you better
Yeah,
get
we
used
know
to
that. We know that. We know that. But
it. Y'all know that?
we're saying that. Do you think he should be sacked?
The question.
I don't think so.
Why?
It's
Why
still,
shouldn't he be sacked?
it's still too early. There's time and chance to
Too
turn it
early for
around.
what?
No, to turn what around though? What's he gonna turn around?
He can turn. I mean, we still in Champions League. We still in Premier League.
We
Oh,
can't
true.
win more than two
We're going out in
games.
knockout stages. We're going
No,
out in the knockout stages.
Once, yeah, you got to understand, we lack the ability to win 2 games in a row. Once we get into the knockout stage, you
We're
need
done.
to be able to play and win.
And keep
2
clean
games
sheets.
in a- You have to go on a streak.
You know what? Since Ole came to as a manager, Bams and some other guys been all out every day. Even when we were winning, it's been all out. It don't matter how you win, you don't win. It's all out. It don't matter.
Look at the
Even if we're in
stats
a Premier
behind
League-
me.
You
Look
know
at
what?
the stats behind me.
You know.
Look where we're going with these stats.
Yeah.
If you have any understanding of statistics, you should follow and read stats. Look at that. Look at what it says behind me. Total tackles were 20th, duels won 20th, interceptions 18th, aerial duels won
That's
18th.
relegation, bro.
Where are
That's
we heading?
relegation, bro? Chris,
If we
where
don't
we
have
heading?
Ronaldo and players like
no,
that,
Chris,
that
can you
we'll be
see
relegated.
Vimal's background?
Yes, I can see it.
That's relegation form.
Well,
Like what you say now?
At least we only 9 points of the number one.
9 points. You think we're going to make that up? That means we have to win 3 and be unbeaten, and the others have to.
And just
These games.
that to drop 3, yeah. So
They have
see,
to
Chris.
lose 3 games. We're 11 points off the top. 11 points off the top.
Yeah,
And in
Chris.
November,
Chris, we've lost about like what 5 games?
4 in the league,
We
4 league
okay.
games.
3
We've
at
lost
home.
4 league games, and we're still not
we've
even.
lost
We haven't
4.
played half of the season.
We've
So
lost 4.
basically,
We've
if
lost
we-
4. City have lost 3. Liverpool have lost 3.
No, Liverpool haven't lost 3 games.
No, they
Liverpool
haven't
lost
lost
2.
3.
No,
They haven't
they
lost
lost 1.
3.
They drawn more. They drawn more. My bad.
Guys,
I'd rather
this
draw
is
than lose.
this
Have
is
Chelsea lost this
symptom.
season?
Chelsea lost 1 game. They lost to City.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
that's the only game they've
Guys,
lost.
They lost
Can
to
I
a
just say
big
one
team.
thing?
We're losing to rubbish teams.
We lost to Villa. We lost to Leicester.
This is a symptomatic problem of the Man United fan base as a whole. You've got people in the stadium who still want Oli in. So
Yeah.
it's
And I'm
pointless
part of
trying to
them.
convince them.
I'm those fans.
Yeah,
I know you are. And it's pointless trying to convince them, as to try and see reasons. So,
Glad you
it's
put that there,
kind of like,
Ronaldo. I think more fans need to see that.
yeah, well, hopefully they'll watch this video and they'll see this. But I don't think we should
Great
spend our time convincing the people who just don't seem to see
Vimal,
reasons.
send me that screenshot.
we should-
You know what?
Send me
Vimal,
that.
I'll do that.
Vimal,
Yeah.
spot on,
Vimal,
man.
send me that.
There's no need
Send
trying
me
to
that
convince
backdrop. Okay. I'll add
I'll
it to
do
my.
that, I'll do
I'll add
that.
it to my thumbnail for
Yeah.
the post match thing
Sure,
for
we'll
this
do.
video. Yeah.
We'll do.
Vimal,
Well,
nice.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
there's no, yeah.
So,
I can't see
Chris,
anything
no,
else.
no. I got to say this. I respect Chris. Chris is a brother to me. I respect his opinion because end of the day, right? As much as your opinions don't line up with someone else's, that's the opinion. We respect it. You don't have to agree with it. Like I said, I see where Chris is going, and I have a lot of friends who still see where Chris is going, whereby the season is young. We're not out of because there are millions of United fans who feel United could still win the league title.
But Tim,
But that's what it is.
But Tim, remember when Mourinho was there?
Yeah.
People believed that, but they sacked him. And that's Mourinho, who's won things. This is Oli. He's got no he's got no actual blueprint of doing anything. So what makes you think he's gonna be able to turn it around against like Conte is there now? Tottenham are gonna finish above us. If Ole stays in charge, they get top 4. Liverpool, Chelsea, City, I think even Arsenal might even be up there, but we're not in the top 4, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly. I totally agree. We're not going to make top 4. If Ole stays, I'll put it this way: if Ole stays till December, January, right? I'm not even saying end of the season.
Mid-table.
If Ole stays till January, we will not make top 4. And Chris, we could increase our earnings too. And if you want to, we can increase it if you want to. If Ole stays till January, we will not make top 4. We will lose at least 2 to 3 more games.
You have a £200 bet so far, right? And I think you bet 20 quid the other day. I remember.
Can we bet? Can we bet on that?
Exactly.
Can you put some bet on that?
On what?
On what?
Or whatever, just because me and Ben's bet every day.
Okay, what I'm saying is, I'm saying.
Can we bet? I know what he's saying, but can we put a bet on it?
Okay, just put another $50.
I'll put 100.
Oh my Lord.
Chris, you gotta remember, there's no COVID this year break. That's the only reason that year that we did well.
I'm trying to make it easy for you, Chris.
No, Bams, I mean, I'll put 100.
I'm trying to make it easy for you, man.
No,
if Ole stays till January, we will not make top 4.
Now that we're going into an international break, it's 2 weeks, I think it's 2 weeks in this international break, and when we come back, we're playing Watford. If that is what Ole is targeting as his comeback game or his back to winning, the following week is Chelsea away at the Bridge.
We're gonna get battered by Chelsea.
How he's thinking, if he's still in the job after the international break, I honestly think it's a disgrace and an insult to Man United Football Club as a global entity. That's an absolute fucking shame. Because the fact of the matter is, he has proven he does not know what to do. A manager can only change if you know what you're changing. He doesn't know what to change because he doesn't know what to change. He has all the tools. He still can't figure out 3-5-2, 5-3 this. He don't know what he's doing, mate. He doesn't know what he's doing. The coaching staff, all 4 of them, need to be sent the fuck packing out. All 4 of them. Not Carrick, not Phelan, not McKenna. They are inept. Not qualified to carry a club of this magnitude. This is not newly promoted Brentford. This is Manchester United. The cream of the crop, bro. We are playing. We don't even have a style of play. Like I said, the game yesterday should have been close. We should have seen, you should have seen a very tight game. This was a whitewash. Like they say in NFL, it's like what you call a blowout. The reason, they just like, you know what? Let's not embarrass them. Our passing is enough to show they're not in our class, bro. They're not in the same category. They didn't need to score 5 goals. It just showed simple. We don't even need to change anything. We don't need to even bring in a sub. That's how the big goal between Man United and Man City. And Ole still thinking he could turn this around. Get the fuck out of there, bro.
You can even say that maybe Pep did it on purpose.
Do you know what they said to Pep after the game? What's your thoughts on United? You know what he said? Let me be gentle. He's taking the piss. Let me be gentle.
You see what I mean?
He didn't even want to put the knife in. Let me be gentle.
Yeah. Look at us,
gentlemen.
Chris.
We're going to have a Premiership. We're going to have a Premiership fan chat on Saturday. We're going to have City, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal. I'll try to get as much of them in this one with a few Man United fans to see where the teams are, where they see themselves going, what they are going so far. So it's going to be interesting because we're going to get, I've already spoken to the Arsenal guy and the Spurs fan to be ready for next week. So we're going to get it. But in between, if there's any changes or breaking news that Ole has been sacked, we'll come back on easily. But it is what it is. Thank you, gentlemen. Vimal representing UK with Kay. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I really appreciate it. Chris, Joe, and Kay representing Houston Red Army, and a big shout out to Adams who left us earlier because he had things to represent Australia. Thank you, guys. United lose again to Man City in the Manchester derby after being capitulated against Liverpool. So you've lost to your fiercest rivals and your closest rivals. Not even close. 7 goals in 2 games. not even a goal scored. It's just not good enough. Ole cannot.
Oh, yeah.
You see,
That was
you
funny.
change something that needs changing if you know what to change. If your car's not working well, it's not pumping enough oil. You put a no oil pump. He don't know what to change.
Chris
He
has got
don't
Ole
know
at the
what to
wheel.
change. So he's just like, you know what? We'll ride this car till the wheels come off. Like Vimal has been saying, the wheels have come off 4 weeks ago. But he's just patching the tires. Oh, it could still run again. No. This team is gone. Tactically, the players are good enough. We have a great team. But we have a
Very good.
bad tactical people above them. They don't know what to do with the players. That's all. That's all it is. Chris,
What
I
we saying
commend you,
in
brother.
English is all the gear, no idea. That's what we're saying. In
You don't have
English.
no idea.
All the gear, no idea.
No, he don't know what he's doing. So from us, which I'll see you in the next one. We'll keep chatting through the week. If there's a change, hopefully, I'm hoping I'll get some news this week, like Ole's been fired. Maybe good news. But Chris has said he's gonna be there till the end of the season.
I think he's gonna get fired. I think this is my prediction. I think this week we're gonna hear something. He can't stay. It's too if the club don't fire him now, they would just look very, very stupid.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Now would actually
but
be a
they-
now would
have
actually be a really good time to bring somebody in.
Newcastle
because you
sacked the
don't have to worry
manager.
about.
Watford
you know.
have sacked the manager. Villa
Spurs,
sacked the
Aston Villa.
manager.
Norwich
Norwich
just sacked the
sacked the
manager.
Tottenham.
Yeah,
Tottenham have sacked the manager, and we're still waiting for Ollie.
they have to. They have
Of
to.
all those teams, none of them belong to a league. All of them, those are small. You cannot compare those teams to us. Let Liverpool and other teams to fire a manager.
Dude, I'll tell you this.
You can go choose.
I'll tell you this right now, right? I would rather be fans of those teams than United right now.
Yeah.
Because at least I
Well, we
know.
watch them play. The football we play is shocking.
And
It
their
is horrible
board,
to watch.
all of their boards are more competent. How is
Yeah.
it that they are not in our class, but their board are more competent than us?
Yes.
Yeah.
How is
You know,
it that?
I'll leave it
Come
at
on,
that.
man.
Vimal,
Yeah,
I'll give you
but
the
on a
last
plus
word.
point, if Ollie wants to stay in the Premier League, there's a lot of clubs he could go to because there's a lot of vacancies now.
There you go. From
He'll be on the
us,
shortlist.
from all of us here, don't forget to like, share the video to your Man United friends. From us is goodbye and good night. Glory, glory.
United.
See
Sure.
you guys on the next one.
Be soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.